If you panic easily, don't drive a semi-truck. If you don't know how to turn without hitting a curb in a car, don't drive a semi-truck. If you're running red lights, don't drive a semi-truck. If you have extreme road rage, don't even think. Hushalamashamba. Don't even think about driving a semi-truck. Don't even, just cancel the CDL test, okay? Don't even bother doing it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sash-Ann Renee. Now, so you're here because you want to get your CDL. First off, let me say congratulations, you have taken the first step towards success. You have decided that you're gonna go do this. You want to do it. You've been thinking about it for a while. Nothing's gonna stop you. Now, before you go get your CDL, I mean this in the most respectful way. You gotta be able to drive a car if you want to drive a semi-truck. There is no way on God's green earth you're going to be able to drive a semi-truck if you're not able to drive a car. And what I mean by being able to drive a car, I don't mean, oh, I have a driver's license so I can drive and da 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 yada yada yada. No, I don't mean like that. If you panic easily, don't drive a semi-truck. If you don't know how to turn without hitting a curb in a car, don't drive a semi-truck. If you're running red lights, don't drive a semi-truck. If you have extreme road rage, don't even think. Hushalamashamba. Don't even think about driving a semi-truck. Don't even, just cancel the CDL test, okay? Don't even bother doing it. Now, we've gotten that out of the way. Let's talk about really getting your CDL. So the first thing that you want to do is study for your CDL permit test. I used the CDL prep app. Okay, I have it right here on my phone. Let me show you. It's this one right here. You see this red one? This is the app that I use. And guys, please don't mind my nails. I've been working. They're a little dirty down there. I'm a go-getter, okay? I'm really insecure about my nails. I didn't get to do them before this video because I wanted to get this video out to you guys. So this red one is the one that I use, and I did cut myself. So this red one right here, if you guys can see, that's the one that I used to study for my test. And I almost got a perfect score on everything. So I definitely recommend that. You can also use that app to help you if you decide to get your hazmat or your doubles, triples. It is the best app. That's the one that I recommend. It's the only one that I recommend. I don't know about the other apps or what other people might recommend, but that's the one that I can speak for. Now, I want you to take your test before you go to CDL school, like the physical school. Because if you don't take your test before you go to school, you're going to be in such a rush and you're going to be stressed out to take that test while you're there in school. You're going to spend extra time in the classroom that you really don't need to be spending. Just study, take the test, and then go to school. Once you take the test before you go to school, you can just go to school. I'm saying school a lot. You can just go to the school and then focus on your maneuvers, focus on how to drive the truck, how to get comfortable around the steering wheel, you know, how to do your backing maneuvers and all that stuff. So that is the second thing that I recommend. The first thing, remember, make sure you know how to drive a car. And I'm not talking about just having a driver's license. The second thing is getting your permit test out of the way. Now, the third thing, this is also before school, is do your research. Find the right school for you. I went to Roadmaster. In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Now, I think it was the right school for me, but there was so much improvement that needed to be made at Roadmaster. First of all, there were too many students to one instructor to one truck. Most of the time I spent there at Roadmaster, I was actually standing around watching other people drive. There was just not enough space, not enough instructors, and just not enough space to move around. So definitely do your research. But apart from that, Roadmaster was amazing. The instructors were amazing. I just wish I spent a lot more time around the wheel than a lot more time just standing around watching other people drive. And honestly, that's how I learned how to drive, because I watched how others would mess up, what they need to work on. That's another way that you can learn. So do your research. You can actually go on the FMCSA website and go to an accredited, keyword, accredited school. You don't want to go to a school that's not recognized, because most of the companies that you're going to try and work for after you actually get your CDL, they will not hire you if you did not attend an accredited school. Now, if you're just going to school just to get your CDL and become an owner operator, then the school you go to doesn't matter. As long as you're able to go to the DMV or have a person that is verified by the DMV that can test you to give you your CDL, then it doesn't matter if you go to an accredited school per se, as long as you can drive the truck, maneuver. As far as I know, if you guys think I'm wrong or disagree, please drop that in the comment below. Speaking of comments and stuff, guys, please subscribe to my channel. Comment and subscribe. I don't care if you like or dislike, but it would mean so much to Sash-Ann, Renee, me, if you would comment and subscribe. Let's be friends. Let's create a community where we can talk, teach each other, and get to know each other, okay? All right, so as I was saying, you can go on the FMCSA website and figure out which school is in your state that's accredited, and you can go there and get your CDL. That's phase 3. So let's reiterate. Phase 1, make sure you know how to drive a car. Phase 2, take the test before you go to school. Phase 3, research on the school that you want to go to that works best for you. Now, phase 4, you're actually in school. Now, when you're in school, you're still going to have to be in a class. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking at myself in the mirror because I'm like, what is going on, girl? Get it together. Okay, so, all right, I think we should be good now. So, the next thing you want to do after you're in school, no, that's the next thing. So after you're in school, that's where we are. After you're in school, you're still going to be in the classroom setting, because they want to make sure that you're going to be able to be safe out there when you go driving on the road, because you are going to go on the road, on the interstate, on the highway. You're going to take left turns, right turns. You're going to go straight. You're not going to back in when you're on the road. You're going to back in when you're on the school compound. So those are the things that you should prepare yourself for mentally. Also, think about the time when you want to go to school. You can do night shift, day shift. There are some schools that have weekends. And also think about the season. Keyword season. If you want to go in the height of summer or the height of winter, do you, boo-boo? But me, Sash-Ann, me nah do that. Me not do that, because I'm not gonna go freeze to death and I'm not gonna burn to death. So I kind of went like in the middle of, when did I go? I think I went in like fall time frame, which was perfect, because I got my CDL in October, which was a perfect birthday gift, because I'm actually born in October 19, 1994. I just told you my age. Your girl's about to be 30 in like next year. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. I think this is like the second time I'm mentioning that. Anyway, I'll try not to mention it again. So now you're in school, right? You're learning how to drive. You're learning how to be comfortable around the steering wheel, and you're learning how to do your back-end maneuvers. Depending on the school, you're actually going to learn just automatic, or you're actually going to learn automatic and manual. Roadmaster that I went to in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, they only taught automatic. So I don't know how to drive a stick shift. Don't hate me. I know. I don't know how to drive a manual. But when my husband went to school, he actually learned how to drive a manual. So he can do both manual and automatic. And he does not have a restriction on his license. I have a restriction on my license because all I know how to drive is an automatic. So that's another thing that you should consider before going to the school of your choice. If you want to learn manual, make sure they teach manual. And the good thing is, if you learn on a manual, you won't have to have a restriction on your license. Okay, so now you're in school, you took your test, and you killed it! Congratulations! You have joined the CDL. I won't say gang. You have joined the CDL community. You have joined the CDL community. You have earned your way up the ladder to say, I have my CDL. I got my commercial driver's license. I am a professional driver. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Okay, that's out of the way. Now you need a job. But there's a shortage of jobs. I don't think so. I don't think there's a shortage of jobs. I think there's a shortage of honest people out there because everybody try to screw over truck drivers. I said it and I'm not taking it back. Everybody tries to screw over a truck driver. Think about it. Us truckers, we're out there almost 24/7. Okay, they work us 6 days a week. They give us 1 day off. Okay, let's say you work for a company, you work 6 days straight and you come home 1 day. What are you going to do for that 1 day other than sleep and try to catch up with your family? You can't even do both. It's either you're going to sleep or you're going to catch up with your family. So I think that they need to be better with us. They need to do better with us. They need to treat us better because everything that you have in this life is because of us truckers, okay? We haul it all. Ooh, we haul it all. Ooh, I like that. Don't be stealing my stuff. I came up with it. I said it here first. Sash-Ann Renee. We haul it all, baby. Okay, let's get back to it. So, depending on the school that you attend, they will more than likely have some type of affiliation. I can't say that fast. They will more than likely have some type of affiliation with a company. So for me, okay, let me change up my battery. It's about to die. Okay, new batteries in. So where were we? We left off at affiliation. Okay, so depending on the school that you attend, your school will more than likely be affiliated with a few major trucking companies. So Roadmaster, for me, we were affiliated with Warner. So if you went to Roadmaster, you will more than likely be able to get a quick job at Warner. They will hire you fast. They will send you to their class there at Warner, orientation, send you on training with somebody. They also had I'm not sure if they had affiliation, but you could get a good job with Swift. And I think Ryder. I'm not sure about the other companies, but like I said, do your research. Your school should be able to get you a job right out of school. You should be the one turning down job opportunities, which I don't recommend. Choose the best one for you. Now, let's reiterate. Make sure you know how to drive. Phase 1. Phase 2. Do your research on the FMCSA website. F for Foxtrot, M for Mike, C for Charlie, S for Sierra, and A for Alpha. So FMCSA. Check out that website for all the accredited schools. Once you do that, actually that's phase 3. So phase 1, know how to drive. Phase 2, take your CDL test. Phase 3 is do your research on the school. Phase 4 is actually going to the school. Phase 5 is getting a job after you've passed your CDL test and do all your back-end maneuvers. Now, I didn't even talk about the back-end maneuvers. So you're going to be able to do a 90. Some schools, they teach you parallel parking. I didn't learn that when I went to school. So you're going to have to do a 90, a straight line, and offset. Okay? Some schools will teach you more maneuvers. I think they actually changed the curriculum for the school now. If you guys are aware of the changes, please drop it in the comments so whoever is watching this video and really wants their CDL, they can know. I don't know if the schools have changed their stuff yet, but when I went, I can only give you my experience. I only did 3 maneuvers. I had to do a 90, I had to do a straight line back, and I had to do an offset. And let me tell you how I jacked up that offset. I had to do a blindside back to fix that. And at the time, I didn't even know that it was called a blindside back. And I'm just like, I cannot fail. I'm going to do this. And then you have the actual road test where you go on the highway, the interstate, you do your left turns, your right turns, put on your signal, identify hazards and all that stuff. So while you're doing your test, you want to make sure you're being very verbal with the instructor. You're going to say hazard on the right, hazard on the left. What's the speed limit? What's the bridge clearance? What are the signs saying? You literally want to say everything that you see, but just take a deep breath and relax. Now, after you pass your test, you get a job. The job that you're going to get is probably going to be easy because the person that you went to, the school that you went to should have affiliation with big companies. Now, let's talk about after you get the job. I want to make a different video about how much money you can make in trucking. Drop it in the comments if you guys want me to talk about how much money you can actually make as a truck driver. But we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to talk about after you have gotten your job. Guys, you're not going to be at home very often. The only time you're going to be at home is if you get a local job, okay? Not even regional. With regional, you're home every other weekend. That's basically like 6 days off or 7 days, 2 weeks or something, and then you come home for the weekend. Local, you're home like every day or every other day, which are jobs you can actually get. But those jobs, they normally want you to have driving experience. So prepare yourself mentally for not being at home often. If you're a person that, you love the vibes, you love to be around people, you love to do this, you love to do that, you don't like being by yourself, then I would suggest still getting your CDL, but do team driving. Team driving means that you're going to be in the truck always with somebody else, whether it's your best friend, your spouse, or a complete stranger, because you can always build a relationship with that person. You two are going to be in a very close, tight space, so you got to be able to trust that person. Make sure that person has good hygiene. You don't want to wake up in the morning smelling somebody's funky breath, smelling their funky butt. It's not, You want to make sure that you're able to live with that person, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing on the road. You're going to be living with that person because you're going to be around them 24/7. When they're awake, you're asleep. When you're asleep, they're awake. So that's what I would recommend for people that can't be by themselves. Now, if you're a loner, you're going to be great. If you're like 50-50 introvert, extrovert, you're going to be fine. Don't worry. But make sure you get a job out of school. Don't get your job and then you don't go, or you decided not to get a job out of school. This is about making money, and you can make good money in trucking, but you have to be determined to put in the work. And like I said, guys, when you're a truck driver, you're not going to be home a lot. That is why I think we should be treated better as truck drivers. I think we deserve more parking and cheaper fuel and more pay. Parking, cheaper fuel, 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 more pay. Parking. I am calm. I am collected. I am not crazy. I'm quite fine. Okay. Maybe a little bit crazy, but I think that's pretty much it, guys. So if you really, you're firm in your beliefs in getting your CDL, I say go for it. Don't listen to the negative energy, the negative vibes. If you believe in yourself that you can do all those steps that I mentioned to you, go ahead and do it. Now, before I go, let's recap. Remember what I said. Know how to drive a car first. Once you know how to drive a car, you do your CDL prep. Okay, the app. Let me show you again what the app's supposed to look like. Let me look it up on my phone because it came off. This is the only one that I recommend right here. You see this? This is the red one right here. Let me give you some time. Take a picture of it. Okay, that's the one I recommend. So know how to drive, study for your test. Look on the FMCSA website for an accredited school of your choice that suits your needs. Once you find that school, you go to school with your permit. Once you go to school, you graduate. Once you graduate, you get a job. Once you get that job, make sure it's the right fit for you. And that's it. That is it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel, for making it to the end of this video. And before I go, I want to say thank you so much for everyone that's been giving me so much love, that's been commenting on my last trucking vlog and my trucking videos. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it so much. It's because of you guys why I am here. And I thank you and I appreciate you. Have a blessed day, beloved.